Yeah, so my girlfriend actually got me a 3D printer. And like Dan said earlier, the most Brett thing to do ever would be to obviously immediately 3D print a really accurate model of Nemesis, right? What else would you do? So I spent a bit of time learning how to 3D print things. By a bit of time, I mean like 4 hours, and then made this, which is like a incredibly uh, sort of accurate Nemesis model. I've even got like the bus, the overturned bus in there, with the logo on the side. Yeah. So the station itself and the bus is 3D printed. And I actually had the guys at Virtual Towers Online to thank for sending me the file to 3D print that. I had to do a bit of work to get it to work, but yeah, it's turned out really cool. I actually have lights to put in it as well, so it's going to be all lit up as well because I don't do anything by halves.
And Dan, what does your 3D printed version of Nemesis look like?
Well, I don't have a 3D printer, but I do have FIMO. So, I could probably produce for a hot mess. But I'm not gonna. But what annoyed me though is that Brett said, "Oh, I've got a new 3D printer for Christmas," and then like a day later, he was like, "Look what I've made," and it was this stunning model, which just annoyed me, to be honest.
I'm sorry.
You should be.
When you said you made a model, right, of the Nemesis track, I was so expecting like a kind of Lego brick model thing. Like, whenever I've seen 3D printers in the past, they've always been like really chunky models. And then you bring out this intricate, detailed, stunning piece that could almost be, it's pretty much art, isn't it? Practically, especially for us theme park nerds. So like, oh, it's just amazing. My goodness. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that.
Yeah, it took a bit of work to get it right, and there's still a little bit of work to do on it, but it's turned out awesome. I didn't want to do something that just looked, a bit, that's a model. Because 3D printed stuff, you can tell. You can tell it's 3D printed a lot of the time. I wanted to go all out, make sure I got a lot of specific brushes and paints and gloss to make it all work. The grass and trees are all model railway things. It took a lot, but it's come out really nice, and I'll make sure I send you a video when it's all finished and mounted on the wall.